But I just wanted to welcome everyone to the course and tell you that I'm very excited to be working with you over the course of this semester. My name is Alex Archuleta. I'm an instructor in the history department here at UCCS. My specialty is Latin American history and its cross section with contemporary American politics. So, if anybody here has any interest in Latin American politics or American politics, come talk to me. I'm sure we can have a great conversation. Over the course of the semester, we're going to dive into a comprehensive course on Latin American history by viewing various films on a weekly basis. The course is going to be split up into 7 weeks, and each week we will cover a different topic in Latin American history relating to a film. This is all going to be detailed in the syllabus that we're going to outline right now, but I wanted to take a minute and introduce myself and say welcome to History 3590 and tell you that I'm very excited to work with everybody. Some of you I know already, and everyone else I'm looking forward to getting to know over the course of this semester. So let's dive into the syllabus now. So now I just wanted to take a few minutes to scan through the syllabus, highlighting the important aspects of the course and the important assignments that we will cover over the course of this semester. So real quickly, this course is going to explore a weekly theme in Latin American history, and each week you're going to view a film related to that week's historical film. You're then going to have several assignments, including readings, all of which will be available in Canvas, and weekly film analysis discussion posts that are going to be due each week in association with that week's film. There's going to be 7 central themes covered during the course of this semester. Racial stereotypes in film, Indigenous America, pre-Columbian life in the Americas, the Spanish conquest of Latin America, revolutionary Latin America, intervention and political instability in Latin America, Latino culture in the United States, and Latin American women in film. And every week, like I mentioned, we're going to have a film that you guys are going to be able to watch through Canvas that's going to associate with that week's theme. Now, the delivery of this course is asynchronous, meaning we will not have a scheduled meeting time. The course is going to include a combination of weekly mini lectures, readings, and research-based assignments, all of which you will be able to view in Canvas over the course of the week at your convenience. So you'll be able to go through this week by week at your own pace. And the aim of this course is to give students a understanding of a broad scope of Latin American history, all the way from indigenous people into contemporary times. Now, I do want to highlight an important point. It's very, very important that you regularly are checking both your email and the Canvas announcements. Now, your Canvas announcements should be by default forwarded to your campus email. So unless you've made any changes in Canvas, you should receive all of the announcements forwarded into your campus inbox. Emails and announcements are going to be the primary means of communication for this course, and I will be sending out regular announcements and reminders through the Canvas course shell. Now, the way that this class is going to work is every week on Sundays, a new module with that week's content will be posted in Canvas. You will then have the full week to watch the film and complete any assignments, readings, and lectures that are associated with that film at your own pace. However, it is your responsibility to keep track of due dates. Assignment due dates are final and points will be deducted for lateness, and I will highlight this in just a second. Also, if I go through this and there's anything that you guys don't understand or want clarification on, I will be available to answer questions via email pretty much at all times. So if you have any questions at all, please just ask. It's my job to answer your questions. I'm not going to read the course objectives here. Just know that these are some of the expectations of some of the skills that you will have upon leaving this course. This is a Compass curriculum course, meaning that it is approved by the Letters, Arts, and Scientists Core Global Awareness Core Global Awareness team, and it is a Compass writing intensive course. So this class will directly address competencies, including your approach to the writing process, revising your written work based on my feedback. You will provide feedback to your classmates about their written work using the peer review function in Canvas, and then you will refine that work and incorporate it into an analytical writing assignment. Now, all of the course readings will be available to view and download in the Canvas course shell. So there are no required books or anything that you need to purchase reading-wise. However, there will be a significant amount of reading in the form of PDFs and web links. These will be listed in the syllabus, in the schedule, and you do not need to print these readings, but you should make good notes to reference throughout the course because the readings are fair game for quizzes, and these will be pop quizzes randomly issued via Canvas that's going to test your knowledge of lectures, test your knowledge of course readings, and make sure that you watch the films. And that brings us to films. So all of the films that we are going to be viewing in this course will all be available to stream using your Canvas course shell, courtesy of the Kramer Family Library Digital Resources. If you are accessing these films off campus, you will be required to log in using your campus email. And relevant links will also be provided in the course shell. So all your videos will be uploaded to the course shell with an exception of a couple, and I have uploaded those links to Canvas, so you can click on the link and it will take you right to the streaming video. Over the course of the semester, if anybody has any trouble viewing any of the films, please do let me know sooner than later so I can establish an alternate stream source. In terms of assignments and grading, they're detailed here in this handy little box where you can track your grade on the right. That always comes in handy when you get to the end of the semester, kind of wondering where you stand in the course. But real quickly, for each assignment, the first one that we're going to cover here in this discussion of the syllabus is your assignments and your participation in weekly class discussion board film analysis. So every week you must post a weekly film analysis on the class discussion board. Weekly discussion guidelines will be posted in Canvas on the discussion board. So every week you will get a new prompt about the current film you're expected to watch. As you post your film analyses in the discussion board, you must include one film analysis and at least one substantive comment on a peer's post to expect full points for that week. The discussion board will go live on Sundays, and the film analysis and comments will be due the following Sunday by 11:59 p.m. That will give you an entire week to complete the film and post your film analysis on the weekly discussion board. As an upper division class, your preparedness and engagement in the class discussion board are really important factors in achieving the level of comprehension expected in this course. So if anybody has any questions about how the weekly film analysis will work, please email me and I will be happy to clarify that further. But essentially, I will post a discussion board on every module each week that you can then access and post your weekly film analysis and your comment on a peer's post. Also, I've noted right here that to ensure that you are keeping up on lectures and assignments, I do reserve the right to give pop quizzes. These quizzes will be issued through Canvas. You will have the entire week to complete them, but they cannot be made up if for some reason you do not complete them during the week. Now for your first writing assignment, you're going to be provided with an essay prompt posted in Canvas that engages with the question, how does this topic relate to the historical and contemporary dynamics of privilege, inclusion, and oppression in Latin America? Your second assignment is going to be a student choice film review. During the semester, you're going to be required to submit one 3 to 4 page review of one of the films viewed in class of your choice. Guidelines for this assignment will be posted in Canvas on Monday, and this assignment will be due by the end of the week of the scheduled film that you wish to review. That would be Sunday at 11:59 p.m. It is your responsibility to email me and let me know which film and which week you wish you to review that film. So to clarify here, essentially, you're going to pick a film to review, and you need to turn in your film review the week that we watch that film. So think about when you have time to complete this film review, schedule it out based on your calendar, and let me know when a good time for you to complete this student choice film review might be, and also which film you think you might be most interested in completing it about. The final in this class is going to consist of a final research paper, and this will be given instead of a traditional exam. Now, the research paper will serve as an opportunity for you to apply the theoretical approach of the class to a topic of your interest. We will work through the paper in stages. All the due dates are listed in the syllabus schedule, and you'll receive feedback from me on the different components. You are expected to use that feedback to revise your papers at the end of the semester, creating a final draft that really analytically looks at a certain topic in Latin American history. And if you complete all of the assignments leading up to this final research paper, it's really just going to be a matter of putting together these assignments to create the research paper. So I really encourage everyone to stay up to date on all these staggered research paper assignments throughout the course of the semester. Now, your requirements for written work are that they will all be graded on the basis of analysis, argumentation, and use of evidence. Also, your writing and organization needs to be at the university level. So if you have any concerns about this, please do visit the Writing Center for help on your papers before they are due. In Canvas, I will post a link to the Excel Writing Center where you can access a lot of the resources off campus online. I do expect everyone to use proper citation formats for their papers. In the field of history, this is Chicago style. If anybody has any question of how Chicago style and footnotes work, I've posted a handy link right over here. Oh, excuse me, handy link right here, the OWL at Purdue Chicago Citation and Formatting, where you can click on it and look at all the expectations for writing a paper in the Chicago Manual of Style. But the big thing to know about Chicago is you're not going to use parenthetical citations, you're going to be using footnotes. I should also note that all of your writing assignments will be submitted electronically through the Canvas course shell. This class will use a traditional grading scale, which is listed right here. If anybody has any questions about the grading scale or the standards of which that your writing will be graded upon, please email me and I can clarify any of that. I do have a note here on late assignments. Late papers will be reduced by 1/2 letter grade for each 24-hour period that it is late. And this is beginning from when the assignment is due. So if you're planning to turn in a late paper, please let me know as soon as possible. If you're struggling with an assignment, the sooner you speak up, the sooner I can help you figure out a productive plan to move forward. The worst idea of all is to skip the assignment entirely. A 0 grade makes a huge impact on your overall course grade, and it's much worse than even a non-passing grade on a paper. So do note that an excused absent also does not necessarily grant a paper extension. I imagine with this being an online class that that's not really an issue that we're going to have to confront. Finally, the rest of your syllabus really consists of a course schedule, which really I can't overemphasize as being the most important aspect of your syllabus. As juniors and seniors, most of you probably already know this, but in your schedule here, I've detailed exactly your requirements each week and any due dates and assignments that are due each week, as well as the required films that you need to view in Canvas and the film analyses discussion posts. So as you can see in week 1 here, we're going to be discussing stereotypes in film, and the required reading is posted in Canvas, and it's titled Based on a True Story, Latin American History at the Movies. This is the first chapter of a book. You can access this through the shell or download it to your computer. As you can see below it, the film that we are watching this week is Real Engine, a 2009 documentary on stereotypes in Native American cultures. And you can also see that posted in your Canvas shell will be an overview of Syllabus. That's exactly what you're watching right now, as well as your weekly mini lecture in Canvas. Each week you will have a weekly mini lecture to watch. I encourage you to take notes on this lecture because the content covered is fair game for quizzes, and also it is fair game to use in your final research paper. So you can use the lectures as sources when you get to that portion of your writing. As you go through, each week I have everything laid out so you know exactly what to do and exactly what tasks you need to complete in Canvas. And this goes all the way till the last week where we don't have a film. We do have a bonus film that we can watch if you are inclined, but we're going to give you that entire last week to complete your final paper exam. Now, in terms of the UCCS Code of Conduct, the most important thing I'd like to highlight is the note on plagiarism. Plagiarism consists of using someone else's facts, words, or ideas without attributing them to that source or author. I can't overstate what a serious academic offense plagiarism is, and it will not be tolerated in this class. If you buy a paper online or copy sentence or paragraphs or phrases from a book, that is plagiarizing, especially when you do it without citing them. So please don't do it. Anybody that does plagiarize, you will be turned over to the Dean of College of Letters, Arts, and Scientists, and there is a high likelihood that you will be expelled from the university. So this is your warning, do not plagiarize. For anybody who requires any disability services, you will need to contact the Disability Service Office and provide them with any documentation necessary about your disability. They will then work with you to determine what accommodations are appropriate for your situations. So to avoid any delay in these accommodations, you should contact Disability Services as soon as possible so they can get in contact with me and we can put together a plan that will make sure you have success in this class. For anybody who is active military, you need to provide me with any documentation of training or deployment within the first few weeks of class. Again, so we can determine a schedule so you can have a successful outcome in this course. A lot of the rest of this is university and legal stuff that has to be printed on all of the syllabi. And there are some notes here on important dates on dropping and adding new full semester classes over the summer semester. So do make note of any of those dates that are highlighted here in bold. Again, I already covered the email policy. Just make sure you are constantly checking your email at least on a weekly basis. All those communication are going to come through email and announcements through the Canvas shell. And then finally, I do want to say a couple notes on starfish really quickly. Our class will use a student success early alert system that we call Starfish at UCCS. Um, if your success in this course is at risk, you may receive an email from Starfish regarding your attendance, grades, or overall performance. Please do pay attention to these emails and consider taking the recommended action. They are sent to help you be successful and have successful outcomes in the course. It's not meant to reprimand you. So do follow those steps for success if you do, in fact, happen to receive a Starfish alert. And again, the rest of this syllabus is just university information that you could read at your convenience. If anybody else does have any specific questions about anything in the syllabus or needs further clarification about how any of the assignments work, please do feel free to email me. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. I can be reached by email really at any time. If it's the middle of the night, I'll just reply in the morning. But it is my job to make sure that you guys are successful in your college careers, and part of that is answering any emails and questions promptly. So I'm looking forward to having this class with you guys. It's a real fun class. It's very much enjoyed from the students who I've taught it to in the past. And for those of you that I don't know already, I am looking forward to getting to know you over the course of the semester. Thanks.